All right. Well, good morning, everyone, and welcome to this special brief call this morning. My name is Joe Doherty. I'm the Communications Director for the Department of Health and Human Services. And as you know, this week is Public Service Recognition Week, and we're so grateful you could join us this early. And we hope this will be a nice little Monday motivation for each of you as we have a chance to express gratitude for everything that you do. But just really quickly, the housekeeping stuff we want to take care of before I introduce Tracy. As you know, closed captions are available for those who would like them. There's the live transcript button in the menu bar at the bottom of your Zoom window if you'd like the closed captions. And we are recording this meeting for anyone who couldn't attend. And then we'll make that recording, just like all past recordings, on team.dhhs.utah.gov. Just look for the link for updates. And also, once the recording's been uploaded to YouTube, we'll share it in an email with everyone as well. So now it's my pleasure to turn the time over to our Executive Director, Tracy Gruber. Good morning. Hey, Tracy, I can't hear you.
I was on mute. How about that? Still happens. Well, thanks, Joe, and thanks so much, everyone, for joining us bright and early on a Monday morning. I am just so excited to be here today at the start of Public Service Appreciation Week, Recognition Week. It goes by many names. And today is one of those days that I really wish, and I know the entire leadership team wishes, that we can meet with each and every one of you to personally tell you what you mean to this department and the state of Utah. As the Executive Director of the Department of Health and Human Services, I feel my primary job is to do everything that I can to support you in advancing toward our DHHS vision that all Utahns have fair and equitable opportunities to live safe and healthy lives. I've been asked to be the keeper of that vision, what the motivational speaker Simon Sinek calls the Chief Vision Officer for the department. And I have to fully recognize that we might not ever achieve what that vision states, because all Utahns being healthy and safe is a really tall order. But we would never leave someone out of our vision, because it's our cause, it's our mission. This vision is bold enough that it's worth fighting for every single day. And you do that on behalf of the state of Utah and the department. And if everything I do is pointing toward that vision, and everything you do is pointing toward that vision, we will have a profound impact on the families and the people of the state. Because I'm not assigned to do the boots on the ground work of helping Utahns have safer and healthier lives. I do everything in my role and in my power and authority to support you in your specific missions. And though I'm not the one working specific family cases or in specific DHHS facilities every day, please know that I know you are, and it's my privilege and honor, really, to represent your work to the governor's office and the Utah legislature. Another part of my supporting role includes facilitating feedback from you. Earlier this year, we talked about the culture we wanted to create at DHHS, something we can all get behind for how we will conduct ourselves in the workplace. We asked for your votes, and we opted to use the following 5 statements on culture, what we would consider our 5 principles. And these are: staff are our most important stakeholder, which is why today is so important for all of us. We want to respect everyone as individuals. That includes customers, partners, each other, and all of the perspectives we all bring. We always want to make sure that we're communicating the why when we make decisions. And we want to create a culture where we are leaders, learners, and problem solvers. We have some really big work to do. And we also want to acknowledge that our road to success is through mistakes well handled. And these statements tie in so well with our 8 foundational department values, which we also established as a staff. And those include accountability, connection, efficacy, empathy, equity, impact, innovation, and support. And if we go about our work with a focus on empathy, we start to do things differently. We might treat our clients and colleagues with kindness and compassion, provide services that are validating and trauma-informed, and we'll work to make sure everyone feels heard and supported. It's not just enough to talk about these cultural ideas, but I'd like to invite you to consider how you might focus on our vision, values, or culture to improve the way you do business for the state. Please join me in these efforts and watch what we can accomplish together, which we've done so effectively so far. I want to remind you about visits that the executive leadership team from the department is doing around the state today. Today is a unique day, and the members of our team, affectionately known as EDO, the Executive Director's Office, those are the department's deputy directors and assistant deputy directors, along with some members of the executive leadership team, are fanning out across the state from St. George to Logan to do something simple yet profound. We're coming to just be with you and thank you in person for joining this department, for adopting our mission as your own, and for serving the state of Utah in so many special ways. We've divided up into 6 teams, and we expect some of our other OU directors, as I mentioned, the members of the executive leadership team will be joining us. And if you'd like to see the visit schedule with times and locations, please look at the email that you received from DHHS at utah.gov on May 4th. And of course, no convening is good without some snacks. So of course, there will be some snacks today. I also just wanted, as a part of our appreciation, announce to all of our staff, including those who aren't on the call, we are recording the call, as Joe mentioned at the top of the hour, that we are going to be in honor of Public Service Appreciation Week, which started yesterday and goes through May 13th, expressing our appreciation for your work and commitment by allowing 2 hours of what we call OA time, which stands for Other Administrative Leave Time. We hope you'll enjoy this 2 hours of time away from work. The leave may be used beginning today and must be used by June 30th. So it's not a long window, but if you plan ahead and you coordinate with your supervisors, we're confident that you're going to be able to get those 2 hours in. And eligibility for this leave is similar to other leave criteria, such as the holiday leave. Only employees currently receiving leave, annual and sick benefit, are eligible for this leave for the 2 hours of employee appreciation. And of course, leave requested must be approved by your supervisor. Don't just leave and say you were taking OA. Of course, you have to coordinate with your supervisor, make sure it doesn't interrupt with operations, and make sure that your other colleagues, as one of our core principles around respect, can coordinate with you so that you can take advantage of this leave. This is eligible for regular business hours, including 24/7 facilities. And of course, we have to maintain all appropriate staffing ratios. So again, make sure that your supervisor knows. The administrative leave is prorated based on hours worked by each employee. And so please make sure that that proper time is granted. As always, you have to record this time on your timesheets and make sure that you select OA when you use this time from the drop-down menu of leave options. And in the comments section, please document employee appreciation. We are going to make sure that you have this in writing. When the team update goes out today, you'll receive that information so that you can see it and you don't have to worry about all the details in this conversation. The most important thing is that you coordinate with your supervisor to make sure that you can take advantage of these 2 hours, and you should absolutely plan ahead so you can optimize it. That's our full gathering this morning. We just wanted to be quick to thank you so much for attending today. Our team at DHHS and the Executive Director's Office is so excited to get around the state and visit all of you. And we hope to see as many of you as possible in person. Maybe you can just drop by and say hello. And just as a quick reminder, we do have our normally scheduled monthly all staff Q&A this week on Wednesday, May 10th at 12:30. They do happen, these calls do happen the second Wednesday of each month from 12:30 to 1:15 over Zoom. And as Joe mentioned, not only this meeting, but we record our meetings, so those who are not able to join us don't miss anything of the exciting information that we have to share and news that's happening throughout the entire Department of Health and Human Services. Thank you again. Have a great week, and we hope to see as many of you as possible today while we're visiting around at our offices.